Ba-da-ba-ba. Um, Hello there. Hello there. Where's chat? Let me just set up chat for a bit. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having an impeccable Monday today. Today I have to color my clay. Alright. Welcome everyone. Drinking a bit of iced lemon tea before we start. Because make sure not to show my face. YouTube keep banning me from that. English exam? Oh, you'll get through it. I believe in you. The beauty choice normally not that important. Compared to end of year, so it's fine. Where is my camera? Oh, it's under here. Okay. I have to position it like that. Oh. Yeah, I think that works nice. Normally science is the last exam actually. Also, I need to choose a color for my, what's that? Oh yeah, I need to choose my color for my cat. So should it be ginger or black and white? In the meantime, let me just play my curated song playlist. I added some new songs. Can y'all hear it? Too loud, too soft? I'm lagging. I am. Well, anyways, I need to turn down my settings a bit. Whatever. So, should I select ginger or black cat? Black and white cat? I'm not sure which one will look better actually. Little, very chompy cat. Okay, no, I. So, should I do Starry Q&A? First one who responds, we're using their, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my legs fell off. Unfortunate. Yeah, no, my clay dried up. That's really not good. I don't know if anyone's even watching here. I hope there is, cause I streamed today literally for like almost no reason. Yep. My CPU is overloading. Ginger! Ginger, we're choosing a ginger cat. Now, for ginger cat, we got a palette that we can select. So I'm not the best at art, as you can probably tell. I do know how to color mix, just not that well. So let's see how a ginger cat color looks like. I'm using 35% of my CPU on this. This is not good. Okay guys, I'm gonna use maybe this as inspo, this ginger cat. Some ginger, but the neck is a bit white. Hello, don't try me or get it SBS 123A. Yo, what? What just happened there? Okay, welcome. Okay, I'm actually lagging. Let me just close some tabs here. I'll close Discord too. I'll quit Steam. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's my favorite song from Super Puzzle Fighter. Dum dum ba da da dum. So it's like kind of like dark yellow and brownish. So I'm gonna start by adding a small amount of brown. Oh. Don't know why I got that sound effect. Oh, that song. This song slaps so hard. Okay, mixing the colors. Where is it? Oh, right here. Yep, mixing the colors. Okay, face the camera closer here. It's actually really dark for a ginger cat. Okay, I need more paint. Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. Yo, I'm genuinely doing such a bad job right now. Oh no. Bum. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Come on, come on. I'm running out of paint. Oh my god. My white is completely caked. Okay, I genuinely do not know what else I can do other than pray. Does this look like a cat, gang? It's a cat. Oh, this is another banger. Oh, there's people still watching? I had no idea, bro. Hi, who's still watching? Please chat in the live chat. Cat. Cat. Okay, no, I'm genuinely cool. In the 90s. Oh, Dino Kid. You're the only one watching. The 90s. White paint. Okay, you know what? I gotta go wash my hands for a bit, clean up, and then I'll go back to whatever I'm going to do today. Oh, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, go switch to normal stream scene. now, only Dino Kid watched that first part of the thing. But it's fine, because you watched that part, I'm gonna tell you a secret that no one else gets to know unless you tell them. I'm actually going to probably, maybe, I think, maybe, most likely, create a part 2 of the MRT changing series. Yippee! Okay, you know how I get more views? I'll just change my broadcast name. Yay, thanks for your excitement. Okay, so I'll just, normally I just change MRT maps. Okay, upload thumbnail, and then normally my thumbnail would be some Canva things. Let me, I'll just use this as my thumbnail. Yep, save. And then now magically like 47 more people will come. Why am I clickbaiting? I'm not clickbaiting. I am going to do MRT maps. Also, clickbaiting gets subscribers, and then makes me monetized. Okay, so incredible idea. What if we do a tier list of all the MRT stations? Is that cinema? That's cinema, right? Yep. Tier maker. And then I just search MRT. And then so I just put Singapore MRT. No, those are lines, so those are not. MRT station. So I'm literally just rating MRT stations. Oh my gosh. So let's start the quiz, I guess. So wait, let me just. I need to put my mic louder cause it doesn't like it talks really soft. Okay. FK 5 minutes. Be right back. It's fine. In the meantime, I'll start recording. Hello everybody. Today we are going to rate every single MRT station. Only the red, green, and purple lines cause there's no one for the other lines. But it's fine. We'll rate every one of those. As you see, we got this majestic tier list. Wow. And yeah, you can tell we're on stream because of my setup. But let's start with the first station. I can't even see, it's so small. First station, Admiralty. Okay, that's not a good idea, never mind. Hello everybody, today we are going to be ranking every single MRT station in Singapore. Now as you can see, we got literally every station. I don't think it's sorted in any order, but because I haven't went to some of these stations personally, I'll just go based on what's their surrounding, or their name, or maybe some other maybe insulting things about them. Also, as you can tell, we're on stream right now, so say hi to the stream, everybody. We'll start with Pasir Ris. Pasir Ris. B tier or A tier? I'll go A tier because it has Wild Wild Wet. That's all I know about Pasir Ris. Farrer Park, D tier. It's confusing with Farrer Road. Paya Lebar, B tier. Doesn't really hold any sentimental value, but it's, as far as I know, one of the better designed interchanges. Bright Hill. I'm gonna go with E tier. I don't think the hill's very bright. Changi Airport, S tier. Changi Airport's like the kind of the place where, you know, people first come to visit Singapore at, and so like taking the MRT for the first time for them feels like such a nice experience. So give it S tier. Esplanade, I'll give it C tier because Esplanade is actually really close to Promenade, and so like they're actually like within walking distance. So there's not much special about him and Promenade. City Hall, F tier. City Hall is like one of the most confusing interchanges, and like because like there's so many exits and it's so confusing for everyone and it's a pain for everyone to use it. Botanic Gardens, B tier. I feel like Botanic Gardens is too far away from the actual Botanic Gardens, and that people should use Napier instead. Napier is actually quite much closer. Yeah. Next, Serangoon. S tier? No reason. Commonwealth. So I've went to Commonwealth. There's nothing special about it. It's pretty common. So I'm gonna give it a C tier. Now, Clementi's pretty special because that's where um, I go to school at, and I feel like it's pretty nice. The station's relatively well designed. B tier. Holland Village, E tier. I had no idea the station even existed. Chinatown, D tier. I actually have like a lot of PTSD with Chinatown because that's where we used to go for learning journeys in primary school. So going there, it was so hot, it was so crowded. The MRT station's really crowded. Also, just not a very fun experience. For the Thompson East Coast Line stations, I don't really know anything about them. Woodland South, D tier. Beauty World. Okay, Beauty World is I, I think it's very old, if I'm not wrong. And the station's also pretty old, even though it's quite new. So, E tier for Beauty World. Bukit Gombak. Now, I like Bukit Gombak because of their roof architecture, even though it's quite common, but I just like those because it's so, like, classy and true to the original. C tier. Buangkok. Now, this station was a Shell station and it opened like a few years after the rest of the Northeast Line was open. So I assume it's like relatively a bit cleaner than the rest, but cause it literally was in a very ulu place. D tier. Tampines East. Tampines East and Upper Changi are the stations that are in the Changi Industrial Estate, if I'm not wrong. So I think those two are actually pretty ulu. So maybe I'll give both of them a D tier. So D tier for Upper Changi and Tampines East. Bayfront. Bayfront's located in A tier station. Bayfront is so it's like quite well designed, but also because it integrates with the Marina Bay Sands. So it's quite convenient for people who live in a hotel or wants to go shop there. It's very convenient. Kent Ridge. Now, this station serves the NUS, if I'm not wrong, and I feel like it's pretty useful for people who like study there. So, B tier. Queenstown. I know nothing about this station. I think it's pretty meh. So, C tier. Dover. I stopped at Dover once. The platforms, because they are not island platforms, they're side platforms. So you have to go down the stairs and then up the stairs on the other side. And that's really confusing. But the station has been maintained pretty well. And yeah, I feel like it's quite modern for its opening time of 2003. So B tier, C tier for Dover. Tai Seng. Now, Tai Seng is a pretty old station, so I'll give it a D. Expo. Going to Expo Station, there was really nothing much special. Of course, you got the Singapore Expo, but the station itself is pretty mid, and the East-West line to Downtown Line interchange is pretty far away, so D tier. Napier is the better Botanic Gardens, A tier. Downtown, F tier. Now, downtown is basically like the most overrated station. Like, the LTA literally named a whole name the Downtown Line, but downtown is just one station, and it's pretty like not even that special. Shenton Way, Tanjong Pagar, they're all also quite central, so downtown is just not special enough to guarantee its own line, so that's why it's overrated. New Newton has the Newton Food Center. Pretty okay-ish station. B tier. Woodley was again like Bangkok, one of the Shell stations. And I don't really know much about that compared to Bangkok, so D tier again. Novena. Now I always thought Novena was like like a very futuristic name, but it's one of the oldest, if not like the oldest, stations in the MRT line network. So it opened with the North-South Line Stage 1. So it's kind of misleading, but I'll give it C tier just for the fact that it has held up pretty well. Simei. Simei. The design just looks not that good. So I'll give it D tier. Promenade. So Promenade and Esplanade, they're both very close together. But because like Promenade has so many basements and it's genuinely like very confusing, I'll give it an E. Cashew, the least used station on the whole MRT network, is getting an F just because it's the least used station. And it's so less used that the photos they literally have is just some HDB blocks. Bedok Reservoir, D tier along with the Upper Changi and Tampines East. They're both pretty unknown. One North, the most futuristic name in the whole MRT, with no capital letters and one hyphen. It serves the Fusionopolis and Biopolis district, and I feel it's pretty useful. Maybe A tier. McPherson. So McPherson to me it feels like a really okay-ish station. C tier, I guess. Little India. D tier. It's very busy and again very overrated. Do we have an S plus tier today? Colvin, I don't know anything about it. E tier. Great World. So the world is very great. Not for the station because I have no idea what's in the station. C tier because it's relatively new and clean. Stadium is A tier because Stadium of course serves the stadium and and has a possible future interchange with the Seletar line. Marine Parade. Now this is one of the newest stations on the whole MRT system. I assume it's pretty useful. It has hosts the surrounding bungalows and terrace houses. So I assume the ridership not that high, and for that I'll give it a C tier. Orchard, F tier. Orchard is so like busy, and adding the Thompson East Coast Line interchange has not helped. There's so many people buzzing in and out of the station that seem pretty tightly packed, and because there's always people who work at Orchard and going back, or shopping at Orchard for Orchard Road, it's just so many people. F tier. Matar, one of the stations I don't know again. D tier. Orchard Boulevard basically serves almost nothing compared to Orchard. However, because it's like much less crowded, I'll give it a C tier actually. Brattle, one of the oldest stations on the line actually. But because of how nice it's held up all over the years, but because it has a lack of escalators, I think I'm gonna give it bottom in C tier. Somerset. Somerset is pretty nice, except there's so many people that's coming in on the station, going to Orchard for Orchard Road. So I'll give it C tier too. Mayflower, I don't know the station. E tier. Alginate. Alginate is probably one of the most mid stations. So, like middle in C tier, I guess. Yishun, F tier. Next, Shenton Way. Shenton Way is because like not a lot of people use it, so it's very clean and it actually feels really nice going to there. So Shenton Way, better downtown. Not E tier, not D tier, not C tier, but B tier. King Albert Park. King Albert Park just serves the neighboring Bugatima terrace houses again, so not really have much experience using it. C tier. Ferrer Road. Ferrer Road confuses me along with Ferrer Park. I'll put those two together. Admiralty. To me, Admiralty is. It's not really that special. Maybe D tier again. Jalan Besar. So, around Jalan Besar station, the road is very big. Have you noticed that? I think it's just a coincidence. C tier. Jurong East. Oh, Jurong East is a S tier station. Jurong East, even though it's busy, but like if you're going traveling east from Jurong East, it feels so like nice for some reason. Unlike Orchard, so Jurong East gets a nice S tier. Toa Payoh, the oldest station on the entire MRT network. It hasn't held up as much as well as the others like Brattle or Newton or Novena, so it is a D tier. Bugis, very old station, and it's like just in the middle of the whole underground section of the East West line. Very loud, very busy, E tier. Mountbatten. Mountbatten is a pretty underused station because of everyone using Stadium Station nearby. D tier. Lakeside. Lakeside's a pretty chill station because you're at the side of the lake. So Lakeside gets a nice C tier. So you know E tier. Gardens by the Bay, a gateway for Gardens by the Bay. However, Bayfront is closer, so I wanted to give it a B tier, but C tier. Chinese Garden, along with Lakeside, pretty calming. High. B tier actually. Potong Pasir. This is like one of the stations that I have no clue how it looks like or how it feels like, so E tier. Amokyo, older stations, but pretty nice, pretty well held up. C tier. Pasir Panjang, I went there once actually, but it was pretty underwhelming because it's like there's literally nothing around it. So there's just like so many buses around for some reason. So E tier, D tier actually. Oh, we still have so much to go. Telok Ayer. Okay, let me sorry. Is anyone actually watching at all? Oh, he just came back. Okay. Telok Ayer. I'm gonna just speed on this. D tier. Tiong Bahru. D tier. Sengkang. B tier. Tuas Crescent. Pretty massive station. C tier. Ubi. E tier. Hume. B tier. Marsiling. C tier. Outram Park. D tier. Harbourfront. B tier. Kembangan. E tier. Punggol. A tier. Dakota. D D tier. Got it. C tier. Hogang, C tier. Siglap, F tier. No, actually D tier. Clark Key, E tier. Bukit Batok, high up in A tier actually. Marina Bay. Marina Bay is a. Where did I put Marina Bay? No. Marina Bay, S tier. Nice station, very nice. Sembawang, E tier. Raffles Place, F tier. Springleaf, I'm in B tier actually. Tuas Link, F tier. Fort Canning, D tier. Telok Blangah, D tier. Upper Thompson, C tier. Bras Basah, D tier. Stevens, E tier. Katong Park, D tier. Geylang Baru, D tier. Pungkos, nice station, S tier. Rocher, E tier. Tanjung Pagar, E tier. Chua Chu Kang, 6th Avenue in D tier. E tier. Canberra, E tier. Caldecott, A tier. And but there's so many left, and all of these are just gonna be in B tier, except for Pioneer. Pioneer's getting S tier, S plus tier. Okay, thank you guys for watching. That took so long. Like that genuinely took so long. You know, cause no one's literally watching, I'm gonna go. Bye bye everyone.